Hi, this is Bruce Valanche, co-writer of the Star Wars Holiday Special, if you can believe that. And I am skywalking through Neverland.
The following feature presentation is part of the Skywalking Network.
This is what you can look forward to on our holiday special episode 536 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Let me just take over your podcast. So let me ask you guys a question. Thanks for coming on tonight.
In the marketing
Yeah.
for Galaxy's Edge, and that's exactly what you do. Like, we take that to the nth degree with Life Day.
Not enough love has ever been given to Mermeia, the holographic fantasy woman.
I think this podcast just got PG-14.
Oh yes, I can feel my creation.
Are you ready?
Off to Neverland.
Here we go!
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land.
When I first made Star Wars, everybody in Hollywood said, well, this is a movie Disney should have made.
You're more than just fans. You're family.
Best day ever!
Secrets lab.
It's about family, and that's what's so powerful about it.
Hey.
When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting.
When we visit the world of Disney, we never grow old. It's a Peter Pan, Never land that keeps us young in heart.
This is Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you are skywalking through Neverland. I have a good feeling about this.
Hey, Skywalkers! We are back with our next holiday episode. In our last episode, we celebrated Halloween. This episode, we're going to celebrate the Star Wars Holiday Special to honor the 47th anniversary. 47 years, can you believe that? And we're going to celebrate this with Tom Spina from Regal Robot. He's going to help us bridge the Holiday Special into the greater Star Wars saga. This will be so much fun.
Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, we will have so much fun as we take creative license with our world building. And as a holiday special update, starting on November 17th, Chewbacca at Galaxy's Edge will be wearing his Life Day red robe.
Just like the one behind us, just like that.
I'm so excited. And if you want a picture with Red Robe Chewie, then you must hurry since this is only for a limited time. Now, more on this in a few minutes.
All right, now we want to welcome you back to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife Sarah, who is sporting her new holiday special, Life Day ears.
Oh, my Life Day ears, they're so cute. They just came in the mail. They're available at Shop Disney. They are not available at the parks yet. So if you want to get your ears without rushing to various different places, because, you know, these might sell out. I don't know. I don't know what the demand for this is going to be like. I'm very curious.
It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Huge demand for the holiday special merchandise.
But I'm so excited that I have mine already.
There's Chewbacca, and there's Mala, and there's Lumpy. And then
on one side,
hidden behind this bow is Itchy.
we like to hide Itchy.
There's Itchy. No, well, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then on the other side, it says Life Day right over here. And in the middle is a blue bow, but in the middle of the blue bow is your Life Day orb.
Oh, so everyone's got to get these so Disney knows there's a demand for holiday special merchandise.
Absolutely. Now, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Skywalking Through Neverland on YouTube to see all the clips and additions that we add to every single episode of the video version. Now, Skywalkers, we are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, and pop culture fandom. So it's time for your big red-robed Wookiee hug from us. Woohoo! And a little sprinkle of pixie dust for our family of Skywalkers.
All right, now we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency that can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world, around the galaxy, or maybe even on a Disney cruise. Or the other park, the Universal theme parks. Oh, so many different options. They're going to book your trip for free. What? Yes, they will book your trip for free. So get a quote at smallworldvacations.com and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you, and then give them a big red-robed Wookiee hug.
That's kind of hard to say. Red-robed Wookiee hug. I guess I could say it. Never mind. All right. Well, Spirit Jersey now has their own Star Wars, Disney, Princess, all kinds of licenses that you can buy outside the parks. So head to spiritjersey.com and get free shipping if you use the code SKYWLKNVD.
All right, now we are recording this from Long Beach, California on November the 8th, 2025.
How many days till Life Day? 6 days?
That would be 9 days.
9 days. Okay,
9
I can't
days.
do math. Okay.
Okay, you know what? Let's throw one more in there. What do you say? How many more days until Halloween?
How many more days, Richard?
Hit it, Silver Shamrock. 361 more days until Halloween.
So, Richard, what happened today in Star Wars history?
Don't you want to do Silver Shamrock history?
No, I don't. What happened today in Star Wars history?
All right, well, we are going to wish Ted Burnett a happy 99th birthday. And Ted Burnett, who was born on this day, November 8th, 1926, he played Whir, the bartender at the Mos Eisley Cantina in Star Wars.
How appropriate.
Yeah, this is very fitting since I have a feeling that Tom Spina might be talking about the Cantina scene from the holiday special. However, Whir, he was off of that shift. He wasn't working.
That's right.
And hopefully celebrating his birthday.
I heard that he worked the day shift and Ackmena worked the night shift.
Yes.
Yes.
Even though when we cut to the establishing shot in Holiday Special, it's daytime.
Oh.
But they have twin sons.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go.
So yeah, we'll yeah.
You can retcon that
Yeah,
pretty easy.
exactly.
I like it.
So yeah, so Ackmena was on duty during the Holiday Special.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Whir, you missed out.
Yeah, you totally did.
If you have a gift, you use it. And guess what? Ted Burnett, he had a gift. He was not the standard looking model. Okay.
Oh, what are you talking about?
He was part of the ugly model agency. That was his gift. Okay. And
I can't believe
the
that.
ugly model agency, they cast those with unusual. Let's call it unusual.
Yeah.
Unusual appearances.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is a fantastic agency because I don't like watching a movie and everyone looks so picture perfect. Lucas, you done it right. And although Ted Burnett was uncredited in Star Wars, his casting was made apparent to fans when his name was written next to his character sketch in the Art of Star Wars book from 1979. Now, this was my go-to trivia question for years.
Mm-hmm.
And then came the internet and everyone knew who Ted Burnett was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so his last appearance was in the music video Morphing Man. This was by Godley and Cream.
Oh.
They were mainly video producers. They produced a lot of Duran Duran.
Okay.
They were a one-hit wonder with the song Cry. And in the end, there's all these faces. Well, they call it morphing, but it's really dissolving from one to the other. Yeah, those morphing effects didn't really take into effect in music videos until Michael Jackson's Black or White.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very ashamed. I didn't recognize him when I saw the video on MTV when they played it repeatedly back in 1985. How did I not notice him? I am so embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Well, thank you. Now I feel even worse. But you know what? We're shouting it out now. We're shouting it from the Life Day Kashyyyk Hut rooftops.
Happy birthday, Ted Burnett.
There you go.
All right, now before we speak with Tom Spina, we want to share some details from the press release that Disney sent us regarding the new Life Day offerings at Disneyland. And as of this recording, we got this yesterday. Like the whole news dropped. We were so excited. So first, well, okay, let me back up actually, because Disney's Hollywood Studios over at Walt Disney World, about, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
They announced that Chewie would be wearing his Life Day red robes for Jollywood Nights, which is a special after-hours ticketed event. We have never attended. I don't know if we'll ever get to go unless we, go over there during holiday time.
Wait a minute, hold on there. We went a couple of years ago.
No, we went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Oh.
That's at Magic Kingdom. Jollywood Nights is a new after-hours event that's like an old Hollywood glamour evening. Yes, at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Oh, so next time we go during this time of year, we need to go to that.
I want to go to that right now.
I know. It's very exciting. So we were all kind of like, jealous because we want to see Chewie in his red robes.
Now, I'm so glad, Disney, you're finally listening. How many times have we been telling you, you have Chewbacca, you sell these red robes at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Combine the two. Put the two together.
I know.
They did it with the Reese's peanut butter cups. Now do it with Chewbacca and his red robes. It's right there.
Reese's peanut butter cups and Oreos, right?
No, you get chocolate and peanut butter. You put it together and you get a Chewbacca in a red robe.
There you go.
We've been saying that for years.
Yeah, so here is the details that they sent. So Chewie, for a limited time, they did not say how limited, will be wearing his Life Day red robes and carrying his Life Day orb that lights up in the evenings only, starting November 17th, which is a Monday, which is the actual Life Day, and we will be there. So if you want to see us, if you want to see Chewie, definitely head there on November 17th. Now, also, there is new Life Day merchandise already available. We were just at Disneyland 2 days ago, and we saw some of this and shared it on our socials. So there is a new Life Day pin that features Chewbacca on it and says Life Day.
And he's holding the red orb, the light up orb.
And I believe it says Life Day 2025, if they're smart.
Yeah.
And then Life Day Chewie talking action figure. And what's interesting about this is that it's not Life Day Chewie talking, or Chewbacca. It's a Life Day. One word.
They spelled it with one word. Life Day
Which is
two
odd
words.
because these ears are one word.
I know.
I don't know.
How much do you want to bet we'll go next week? And it'll be 2 words.
Oh,
so we haven't gotten this figure yet, so we need to get this figure with this typo.
Yeah, and so what it does is you can press his chest and he'll growl, but then if you move it, it's motion activated that the light in his orb comes on and it plays. What does it play?
It plays music inspired by the Star Wars Holiday Special music.
Yes, because Richard, you literally sat and watched the special. You scrubbed through trying to find what music they used, and it's not in the soundtrack as far as we can tell.
As far as I can tell, and I went through this a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's the music that is played with the action figure is not directly taken from the holiday special, but it's very inspired by the holiday special. When you hear it, you'll go, "Oh yeah, that sounds like 1978."
Yeah.
Now,
absolutely.
if you get this Chewbacca Life Day action figure, if you want it to play the music and light up the orb, you gotta bring it down and then bring it back up. Down and then up.
Okay.
Because
put it away from your body.
Yeah, put it
you're
down,
holding a little baby and then put it to your
up.
chest.
Yeah, we were there for 35 minutes before we could figure out how to make the music go. And we asked the cashier. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah. So when we figured it out, we told the cashier. So hopefully,
yeah, he'll pass it along.
Yeah.
To the travelers.
Yeah. Oh yes. Also, there was a T-shirt already out. Now this was a black T-shirt.
Chewbacca and his family in the red robes with the holiday orb, but it was on this black charcoal shirt.
Yeah.
Why?
It looked a little. I don't know. I'm glad we got this nice red.
Yeah,
one.
I know
I think they had red robes on, so they wanted a different color shirt. But I mean, to each their own. Some people really like black shirts, right? But I really appreciate this nice bright red one, and it also helps me find you, Richard, when you tend to wander off.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Parks. Yes.
I do that a lot.
Yes.
Okay, I'm once again just questioning their motives. Why put that on a charcoal black shirt?
Okay. Hey, if you want it, please get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll end up getting it just to support the holiday special merchandise.
That's true. Yep.
All right, now let's talk about food and beverage.
Oh, yes. Okay, so they just released some new items and plus returning favorites as well. Going through, there was 4 of them that really caught my eye. So tell me what you guys think about this. So at docking bay 7, finally there's something I'm interested in, which is the Felucian Kefta Garden Spread. Now this is going to be for your plant-based people, or if you just want to try plant-based. It looked really good, the picture. It's impossible meatballs. So already you have like 3 big meatballs. It has roasted butternut squash puree, tzatziki, toasted sage, and pita chips. So to me, it feels almost like a Mediterranean-inspired dish, but for the holidays with that butternut squash puree.
Oh, it'll be impossible for me to stay away from this. This sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds really good. And then Oga's Cantina, of course, has special drinks. And as a reminder, Oga's Cantina, you no longer need reservations. It's only walk up there. So this one, they have something called a Joe Blasto Sangria Gocola. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But now, I normally like sangria. Richard, you normally don't. Sangria is like wine that has been basically put in a bunch of fruit and left to like kind of take
marinate?
On. Yes, marinate. Exactly. Well, this sangria sounds really good. Also very holiday inspired. It is red wine, apple vodka, apple cider, orange pineapple juice, and cinnamon, falernum, pomegranate syrups, and then rimmed with a blend of cinnamon sugar and spiced nutmeg and ground cloves. There's your very much, holiday theme. And topped with star anise and an apple chip. To me, this sounds very interesting.
That sounds very confusing. That's a lot of flavors in one beverage.
It is. I'm interested. Like, as far as I know, they never mix wine and vodka. But like red wine and apple vodka with apple cider, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it.
Okay.
Not for you?
No.
All right.
Not whatsoever.
All right. Also at Oga's, they have something called Milleflower Toast, which the picture looks a whole lot better than that sounds. Milleflower? That doesn't sound very good. But it's cinnamon swirl toast with ricotta cream, cheesecake frosting, strawberries, lychee pearls, chocolate crumble, and matcha powder. So that sounds good to me. Right?
You know what? I can hang with that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that one. And then Katsaka's Kettle recently has been putting out some really interesting things. Different drinks, different little snacky items. And for this time, they're going to have a Kirkwoden cold hot chocolate. And the picture is blue. So it looks like blue hot chocolate. And I guess it's going to be cold, though, which is confusing. But it's cold hot white chocolate. This is what they're saying. So I still don't understand if it's cold or hot.
You know what? I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. It's cold white hot chocolate, Mexican chocolate spice mix, and strawberry crumble. And it's non-alcoholic, just FYI. So we got to try that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Put us down for one of those, please. Go ahead and mobile order that right now.
Okay. You got it.
That is awesome. So,
oh, yes.
Go ahead.
Sorry. The food begins the 14th. Chewy is like the thing that's waiting till the 17th.
Okay, so Friday the 14th. Got it. All right, that's where we will be, November 14th. So if anyone who is listening right now and wants to join us, please come on over to Galaxy's Edge. We'll also be there once again on Monday for Sean Crosby's big Life Day bonanza.
Event. Yeah, November 17th.
Yeah, he's got this big event he does every single year and does a great job. People come and they sing Star Wars inspired holiday songs. He does a wishing tree tribute to someone who has passed onto the Force, a big picture.
And there's also like a whole procession through the entire Galaxy's Edge, which is really cool. And people who are just travelers randomly there that day, they're like, what's happening?
What's going on?
What is this?
That will be on Monday, November 17th.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk to Tom Spina and let's marry the Star Wars Holiday Special in with the bigger Star Wars universe. How will that happen? Details to follow.
Hey, CBS, what's coming on?
Friday, blast off to a galaxy far, far away. It's the Star Wars Holiday Special, starring all your Star Wars favorites. Will Chewbacca get home to his planet in time for the big Wookiee holiday celebration? Watch and find out. Join us for a far-out Friday, beginning at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
You're on.
It's that time of year again when we give thanks. Thanks to Lucasfilm and CBS for giving us the gift of the Star Wars Holiday Special. This year, we will celebrate by having fun and connecting the holiday special to the greater Star Wars universe in our own creative way.
Joining us is another holiday special fan, Tom Spina from Regal Robot, who will gift us all with some unique behind-the-scenes fun facts.
Hey, Tom!
Hey, guys. It's been a little while since I've been on. Thank you so much for having me back.
Yeah, it has been a couple of minutes.
Yeah, and what a great topic to dive into, too. Yes.
I know. The holiday special, there's just so much there. So we really wanted to know, have you watched the holiday special this season yet?
I haven't this season, although... we just had it up at the studio the other day, digging through and like looking at a few specific things. Didn't watch all the way through, but
for
it's
what?
For fun, just settling bets and things like that, But
you know the 50th anniversary of the holiday special is coming up.
Oh, that's true. I mean,
in
that
3
sounds like
years.
Yeah, that sounds like we've got to get working on some merchandise. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Our job here is done.
Good night, everyone. Okay, I'm back to work.
Disneyland and Disney World. We have another supplier for our holiday special merchandise.
Yes,
it's Regal Robot.
If anybody is going to dig deep, it's like deep cut decor. That's us.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I ask you guys? Let me just take over your podcast. So let me ask you guys a question. Thanks for coming on tonight. When did you guys first get exposed to the holiday special? When did you first see it? When did you first, and then give me your first time and your second time, because those are two very different things.
I'm going to go with November 17th, 1978. The one air date for the holiday special, when I had a sleepover party. All my friends came over, and it was like, hey, whose house are we going to sleep over? This is a big event.
It was an event,
we need the perfect setting. And one of my friends, Sean, said, we'll have it at my house. It's really big, but... Sean, your mom just gave birth, and you have a screaming baby in the other room. So, Sean, you're out. And everyone just came over to my place. Okay, we're gonna have it at my house. That's it, and that's that.
That's excellent.
And I think within the first 13 minutes, most of my friends were out to sleep.
Right. Yeah.
they were out, but I'm like glued. I'm glued. Like this, watching television.
Yeah.
My hands up against my face, and just watching every second, and just loving it.
The die was cast that day. Let's just be honest. That was
And I'm making notes as a 9-year-old. Gotta invite Tom Spina on for
sketching
the
stuff.
40.
Yeah. Somewhere on Long Island, there's a kid doing the same exact thing right now, and I'm gonna need
the
him
47th
on a
anniversary of the
podcast.
holiday special.
And your teacher the next day is reading. It's like, what's a podcast? Oh, there's Richard just making stuff up again. Oh, what a Skywalker that kid is.
Richard's gonna marry someone named Sarah,
right?
And have a friend named Tom. Okay, Rich, you got a whole life plan. You don't know they have Mrs. Patterson.
So for me, it was 78 as well. First airing, I had seen the commercials. I knew it was coming, and I was not gonna miss that. What's interesting for me is my recollection of it. So I didn't see it again until probably 91 or 92. I think I got a copy of it at Chiller convention in New Jersey, which was like a horror convention. But they always had those people with the, just rows of VHSs that you get all kinds of bootlegs, and someone had the holiday special. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I've got to get this. And then, we watched, and now my older nerd friends all came over to watch it. And, it was an interesting experience seeing that again for the first time. I got to tell you.
Yeah, this isn't what I remember.
No, I remembered it being really freaking good, And it was different when we saw it. So Sarah, when did you first see it?
I want to say, was it 2011? When I first saw it. So I was not alive in 1978. So
fair.
I
excuses, whatever.
So I didn't really hear about this until I met Richard.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, I don't know if 2011 was it. I don't know. But I saw it with you one Thanksgiving, I think. We decided to watch the holiday special, and Well, I remember at first when they show all the screen grabs, the video of each star, like in that star field, I was like, oh my God, look at how much makeup Luke is wearing. And wow, these are, but I was really impressed with the fact that we got this never before seen to me footage of Han Solo and Chewbacca or Han Solo and the Falcon and Luke and Leia singing. And so that was fascinating to me. But I saw it as a full adult.
Did anyone prepare you ahead of time for what was coming? Not necessarily in a spoilery way, but in a like, hey, this is going to be a little ridiculous, you know.
Well, I told her this is going to be awesome.
Yes.
It's going to change your life.
Yes, he did. And so I get to this 15, 20 minutes of Wookiee growls. I'm like,
I remember her. She's sitting in this big red Papazon chair, and she's falling asleep, and I'm rocking it. What are you doing? You can't fall asleep. You're gonna miss the exposition. You're gonna be totally lost if you fall asleep.
Pay attention, you fools! You know?
Yes.
Now, during like the mid to late 80s, that is when VHS was a huge thing, and video piracy was a huge thing. And I was working at the Woburn Market in Newton, Massachusetts, and a friend of mine called, Rich, I got it. I got a copy of the holiday special. And I'm working the cash register, and I gave this lady free groceries because I didn't want to deal with her. She's like,
Listen,
I rang her up,
important.
And then she's like looking to hand me money, but I'm like turning away from her because I don't have time for you, lady. And she just took her groceries and left. And the next day, the boss was like, hey, did someone not get? We're missing like $50 from the till.
Were short yesterday.
I'm like, I got no idea.
Yeah.
Rich,
me.
every third word out of your mouth, Rich, is lumpy. So there's something going on there, Rich.
Oh man.
So yeah, what was your second experience like when you finally got to see it again?
But something happened, and he didn't get it on video, so we had to wait until Celebration Zero.
Oh gosh.
The 10th anniversary convention. When every dealer had it. Out in the East Coast, no one had it. Out in the West Coast, it's like they're like handing them out like flyers.
Right.
Like, how are you guys getting all this? And a friend of mine who I've not forgiven, he got the copy and he had a showing in his room and he invited Peter Mayhew. The next day, he's like, Rich,
He came.
He came and he's like doing commentary.
Of course. Oh my God.
I punched my friend in the throat.
Well deserved. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's like, you know what? I deserve that.
You tear his head off like a stuffed bantha.
Action.
You know?
Yeah, there you go.
What, too soon? Sorry. You know.
Yeah. You know what? I don't want to see Regal Robot making a bantha with its head cut off. Okay. No. If you do that, Tom, I'll shake my finger at you like this.
The littlest
like those wampas that
You'll
have the
rue the
arms.
day.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
My God.
So what are your plans for Life Day this year, Tom?
Oh, I guess I'm going to have to watch the holiday special now. I hadn't really thought about it. The days blend together when you're a Star Wars licensee and you're getting around that like Black Friday area, and on top of the fact we've got new releases coming out so quickly lately. Like we had one a couple of weeks ago. We have one on Tuesday. We have 2 Indiana Jones things coming out, and then for Black Friday we have 1, 2, 3 new Star Wars things coming out, and then a number of some new like refreshed items, some new decos and stuff. And it's just like we're just nonstop all the time. And that's just Regal Robot, because we still also have Tom Spina Designs, which we're doing sculpting and custom display work and like wax figures and bronzes and all this other stuff, restoring old movie props. And literally both companies are as busy as I've ever had them at the same time right now. So I'm just like my hair is so short because I've just been pulling it all out. It's been
so. What, Tom? What I'm hearing are excuses.
Yes. Every night until Christmas, I'll fall asleep with the holiday special on the TV. I think that's the only way to make up for it.
Oh, well, there you go.
One of these years.
A lullaby with all of our Wookiees in
Yes.
their Shriwook speak. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's a
well
lullaby
played.
for your
Yeah.
ears. Yes.
Well, one of these years you're gonna come out here to Disneyland for our big Life Day celebration.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much
really
fun.
Neat.
It's great seeing a couple of hundred people. They're all there because of the holiday special.
Right.
Lucasfilm, take notice of this.
Seriously, yeah.
What's cool about it is that Lucasfilm and the Disney Imagineers keep saying that Black Spire Outpost and Galaxy's Edge is basically a place where you can live out your own Star Wars story. Like that was literally in the marketing for Galaxy's Edge. And that's exactly what you do. Like we take that to the nth degree with Life Day.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, let me ask you this. If Disney Plus called you and said, hey, Tom, we're thinking about doing the holiday special on Disney Plus. We're thinking about finally streaming it.
Right.
Would you go with a yes or a no?
Oh, 100% yes. Yeah. To me, that's the perfect thing for it. Because it's, you have, well, I'm of two thoughts. All right, so if I'm on the Disney side of this, you think, okay, you could do some sort of limited, high-end, super limited special version of it, not a special edition, careful, but Ackmena shoes first, okay? But it would be, some sort of like collector's edition version of it. But I don't know how many of those you sell to the broader public. I don't know if there's enough. I know there's a huge group of collectors who would buy it, and I'm sure they could make something like that. It could be a high ticket item, and they could offset the cost of doing a smaller run of it with that higher price.
Well, look how well a Disturbance in the Force, the documentary, did.
Yeah,
it was #1 in physical sales and #1 on streaming.
Yeah,
so there is something out there.
You definitely could. Yeah, and then you could. I mean, as a streaming thing, it's like, how great is that? Just as like a value added kind of thing for your streaming service, and you put it out around the holidays. You make a big celebration out of it. You bring everybody in. It gets people to sign up that never signed up before because they've never had a chance to see this in high definition or whatever. And to me, it's like a no brainer to put it on there. But whatever. I'm not in charge of that sort of thing. So what do I know?
Well, for me, it would be a big no. Because this is one of the things that us original generation fans have. This is ours. This is ours. We don't want to share it with everybody else. We just want it for us. If people want it, they can go to YouTube. But this is like one of the last things we have that's ours. But I like your idea of maybe
selfish reason, but I'll allow it. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Maybe like every November, it'll be out on Disney Plus, just for 1 month only.
Yeah. Or do it like they used to do the Wizard of Oz, and you air it once and that's it.
Yeah.
You make it literally like event TV, or put it out for a week, or something like that. But
well, I like the idea of event TV. That's good.
I like that. And I like the idea of having a remastered version because there's just some very, very bad, very fuzzy versions on YouTube.
I wonder what exists, because it's like everything I've seen of it, even stuff out of Lucasfilm, has been 3/4 humatic at best, let's say, for anybody that ever worked in TV.
Except for the cartoon.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think Nelvana held on to that and said, "Oh, we know how to protect this." But I think that VTR tape was just stored in a room that was hot. It was cold. It wasn't hermetically sealed. Yeah. So it deteriorated.
Well, look, at some point, with all these AI upcyclers and stuff like that, and at some point somebody is going to be able to make that look amazing. So,
you are right. We have the new iPhone 17, and it has like this 40 times zoom. And when you go in 40 times and you take a picture of something, it looks fuzzy, but then you go to the picture and it like it makes it sharp.
That's
focus
scary.
In like 2 seconds.
that's terrifying. What do you mean?
It's crazy. But
As
it's
someone
awesome.
who replicates props, I'm always, I see a lot of photos out there where people will take contact prints, let's say, from behind the scenes runs of films. There's a lot of times on a film, you'll have the set photographer snapping away. They take 100 pictures. They make a contact print of all 100 of them. They're all the size of a postage stamp. And then they pick out 5 of them that go to be part of the style guide or whatever, and they blow those up and they actually do a nice print of them. But people get their hands on those contact prints. Some people pay a lot of money at auctions for them sometimes. But what you see is what you used to see was people would blow those up and they would there's a certain look about them. The grain's a little larger, the detail's not quite there. I see a lot of stuff coming out lately where it is overly smoothed or overly, detailed for what you could get from those. And these people don't have, the original negatives. They're blowing these up in their AI filtering or something. But what ends up happening is, you have stuff like physical detailing on a prop, greeblies or whatever else, that AI is now making up what it looks like. And I'm afraid like 10 years from now, there's going to be no definitive, way to decide what something looked like in these movies, because we're going to have stuff like that. So many images out there that have been retouched and upscaled and whatever the heck else. And so, yeah, that's a little bit of that's a nit I'll pick. That's a worry of mine as someone who, pores over every old Star Wars photo I can find, every behind the scenes image, whatever. And so many mysteries we have solved looking in the deep shadows and backgrounds of some image that's 50 years old, and now somebody's going to blur over those shadows or put new details in them and make us all confused about what something was. And I just that bugs me.
Well, hopefully Lucasfilm is still keeping up with taking such high-resolution pictures of every single prop. Yeah. So we know we have those if need be.
On the modern stuff, for sure. On the old stuff, right. There's limited stuff that even Lucasfilm has on some of that. There are batches of images that are out there that came through different sources, either from crew that worked on the movie that took their own photos. Guys like Phil Tippett, Doug Beswick, when they were building monsters on Rick Baker's side of it, they took a bunch of their own photos. So they have stuff that Lucasfilm doesn't even have, and that shows you things that you couldn't see. When we did, our holochess replicas, we had two good things going for us. One was Phil Tippett's team had just recreated the chess set for Force Awakens, and they had scanned as many of the original puppets as were available. And then there were two of them from photos they had to recreate. And the way you recreate something when you're working on a movie is to a high degree, but also going to be dictated by how you want the thing to move and what your budget and time frame are and all of that stuff. So we went and took a fresh look at those two. And luckily, Phil had a whole scrapbook full of photos from making those holochess figures and stuff like that. And we were able to find little details that his guys missed when they were recreating for the thing. So our set was like just as close as you're ever going to get to those originals. And it's only because Phil and John Berg and those guys took all those photos and saved them all these years. And I got to tell you, like every time I would open that book, every time I would look at one of those photos, it's like, it would be like, you're reading your favorite book or watching your favorite movie and there's an extra scene you didn't know about, It's like every time there's a new Star Wars behind the scenes photo I haven't seen before, it's like, this is amazing. It actually crosses nicely into the holiday special because among those pictures Phil had, this is amazing. This is like we planned this. There were shots in someone's backyard, and it was Phil Tippett, John Berg, Rob Bottin, very young, very tall, very hairy, which is typical. And they had a table out in the backyard with a bunch of masks from Star Wars. And there was, he had Hammerhead out, if I can remember right. There was a Snaggletooth head, a couple of other ones. And Snaggletooth had his hair stripped off already. And this is pre-holiday special, post-Richard Pryor show. So the Richard Pryor show borrowed back a bunch of the masks and things like that and used that for their Star Bar set, that Cantina scene that they did, which is fantastic. If anybody at home hasn't seen that, go to YouTube, look up Richard Pryor Cantina. You will thank us later. They, when the holiday special was coming up, they redid some of those masks and props to be reused in the holiday special. And so this must have been taken during that process. And they weren't working on it. They were just goofing around. There's even shots of them with some of the puppets from the movie Piranha, which John and Phil and I'm pretty sure Rob worked on as well. And But yeah, I mean, so this is the sort of gold that you find in things that like crew guys have just held on to all these years. And it's neat to see, like we always knew that Snaggletooth looked different in the holiday special than he did before, right? He has a different haircut, he has different skin texture, different paint, stuff like that. He's got the drool added.
I would say it's a whole different character than when we see in the bar in Star Wars.
So it is a whole different character, but it is the same mask. So there were 2 masks made for Star Wars. One of them had reddish hair that was a little bit thinning. And the other one had a short, curly, dark afro kind of hair. And that one, which I actually own the costume that was worn on with that character. So I have the shirt and pants that one wore.
Why are you not wearing that right now?
I don't know. I don't usually go around talking about this, but no, yeah. I own his original. It's the shirt and pants. That mask was redone for the holiday special. It still exists to this day. It's in Arnaud's collection in France, the Science Fiction Archives, which if you look up, it's a wonderful collection. They've got a bunch of cool Cantina masks and other stuff. And when I say other stuff, he's got 2 books out about his collection. Absolutely insane. There must-have books for anybody who's like obsessed about old movie props and stuff. So yeah, and so what they did was they stripped off all the hair on the mask. They stippled over him with new textures. They put a bunch of little bumps and warts on him and stuff like that. They redid his paint, and then they gave him that kind of monk's cut hairdo that he has in the holiday special. So it is the same mask from Star Wars, one of the 2, but redone, and then given the new ski suit outfit, the Innsbruck ski suit with the belt made to match the action figure of Blue Snaggletooth. So this will break your brain. So it's like, okay, Snaggletooth was in Star Wars. He's wearing like a farmer, like a Luke farm boy kind of outfit, like the tight pants and a karate gi kind of shirt. But for whatever reason, they made him in a spacesuit and kiss boots. And the guy who made him, the action figure sculptor, used his logo as the belt buckle. So the holiday special comes up, and they copy the figure for the belt, except that now he's shorter and red. So then they later have to change the figure because they think that he's supposed to be shorter and red. So basically, my money says that short Snaggletooth is the real first holiday special action figure.
Oh, by far. Oh, yes.
Oh, fun.
Oh, yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and when I got that as a kid, I just realized, okay, they're making holiday special toys.
Right, yeah.
Why not? Everything else is being merchandise, so we're getting holiday special toys.
And the photo on the card and everything. It's, there you go.
All right, so that's a preview of what's to come. So
Yes.
So now I think it'll be a lot of fun to bridge characters or locations from the holiday special to make them fit into the larger Star Wars universe / canon.
As we know it.
Yes. Yeah, we'll have fun with it.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, so this is one, if Pablo Hidalgo came to us and said, so we need some backstories on some of these characters. This is the kind of things that we would pitch. So Sarah, we'll go Sarah and then me and then back to Tom, and then Tom, you can dovetail into more Cantina fun facts. Money says that Tom is going to tie in the Cantina with something else into the Star Wars universe.
All right.
Okay.
All
right, so I will start, and I feel like, so basically what I looked at a character and to see how that character would fit within the greater Star Wars universe. And I had to go with Ackmena, who is the Cantina bartender, played by B. Arthur. She is amazing. I love watching her in the holiday special. She has my favorite moments, and she sings her song.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I looked at her character, and I saw that she gets along great with aliens of all types. And she's no stranger to using her skills to get patrons, aliens, and humans to do what she wants. So I feel like she learned those skills in my canon as a former handmaiden of Naboo. Yes. Because if you think about it, handmaidens, they're skilled at combat, hiding, persuasion, special skills, basically all the skills of a spy. And then they're chameleons and can fit into any role. So I feel like as a little kid, she was a handmaiden, or not a kid, I'm sorry, as a young lady, young woman.
Sure.
So after her time as a handmaiden to the Queen of Naboo, Ackmena then decided to switch careers, as you do, and she wanted to become a singer. So at this point, she started auditioning, she sang in maybe some cantinas, so she knows her way around that kind of world. She even tried out for the Halcyon Galactic Star Cruiser for their dinner show. Right? As a singer.
I love it already.
Now, unfortunately, she did lose that job to Gaia, the Twi'lek, who you can see on, or you could see on the Galactic Star Cruiser. But in tryouts, she actually made friends with Gaia, and then Ackmena was able to get a bartending job on the Halcyon. So she worked in that bar. And while there, she used her handmaiden skills, which she knew, at spying to help Gaia recover her gem, her special Hayanananae stone for her Twi'lek friend, which Gaia sings about in the song. So this is what she did. So they became like lifelong friends. And it was there that Ackmena really developed a love for aliens. And that is why she had no problem moving on to the alien-filled Cantina on Tatooine after the Halcyon made its final voyage.
Oh. You know what? I could see a cooking show with Ackmena and Gormanda.
I bet she'd get along with Gormanda.
She would get along very, very well with Gormanda.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she'd be looking at Gormanda like, you look like my friend Krellman. So, okay. Yay. Very good. Very good. All right.
Yes, Richard.
I'm going to go with Mermeia.
Ooh.
All right, because not enough love has ever been given to Mermeia, the holographic fantasy woman.
And who plays her? Diane Carroll?
Diane Carroll, yes. Now, I would say this is the first PG-13 scene in Star Wars.
For sure, yeah.
Yes, because the way she entertains Chewie's father,
I think it's PG-14, let's be honest, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go to PG-18 for that. I was thinking about the 70s, and anything goes in the 70s. Now, in my canon, Mermeia is a Jedi. Now, she was even in the Geonosian Jedi battle.
Oh.
So this is what that would look like here. See, there she is right there. And as you can see, she's faking her own death.
She's got a lightsaber, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? She's going down for the count. She doesn't want to wrinkle her dress, so this is the way she dies, sitting up in that pose. And after the Battle of Geonosis, she escaped and went into hiding on the planet Kaleidoscope.
Oh,
yeah, because in her segment, it's all Kaleidoscope. That's the name. So that's why that background is the way it is, because that's the planet Kaleidoscope. And from there, she sends fantasy holograms with secret information to other Jedi in hiding. And
is she part of the Path?
She is part of the Path, yes.
Okay.
And if another person or Wookiee happens to get a hold of these holograms, well, then it's their lucky day. It works on so many different levels, and she has so many contacts on so many different planets that she can relay her information through contacts like Sondan on Kashyyyk. And all Jedis, they've got their secret contacts, which is how Sondan comes in and he gives everyone a gift, gives Itchy that little card, which he puts in his proton chair.
Nice.
All right, and she loves to be very taunting to the Empire as well. Now, there's a part in her hologram that Itchy watches, and I think it's meant to tease the Empire since they have not been able to locate her, and it goes like this. So, Sarah, go ahead and read her part here.
Okay. I know you're searching for me. Searching. I am here. My voice is for you alone. I am found in your eyes only. I exist for you. I am in your mind as you create me. Do I have to read this part?
Keep going. Okay, Tom, sit tight. Another 7 minutes coming.
I think this podcast just got PG-14.
I know. Okay, here we go. Oh, yes. I can feel my creation. I'm getting your message. Are you getting mine?
There's so much to unpack there. There's so much. So I think this message, she's taunting the Empire. I know you're searching for me. Searching. I am here.
Okay, I like that version better.
Definitely.
My voice is for you alone, but that could be talking to other Jedi. I am found in your eyes only.
Yeah.
Okay, these are for the Jedi's eyes. I exist for you, for the Jedi Order. I am in your mind as you create me.
Got it.
Again, the Jedi, not
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So I can feel my creation.
I feel like Sarah and I are just on a very different page from you. About no, go on though. Yeah,
that's okay. Okay,
the Jedi. Yeah, got it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I can feel my creation. I can feel the Force.
Yes,
there you go.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So she's reaching out
wait a
with
minute.
the Force.
The power to create, isn't that a Sith power? Oh, never mind. Go ahead. I don't want to.
But once again, I think the Jedis will read that and go, okay, I know she's trying to throw things off. She can't be too in your face.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm getting your message. Are you getting mine? It's right there. Mermeia is a Jedi. These messages are double coded.
Okay.
She's on double secret probation.
I'm gonna watch this scene with a totally different outlook next time. I mean, thank you, Richard.
Here's a little behind the scene.
It's better, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I agree. This is one of those scenes where we maybe have to scrub through or go get something from the refrigerator. This is the longest 7 minutes you'll ever spend watching TV.
Oh my god.
Now, as a behind-the-scene note, she is never named in the show, although her name does appear in the script.
Mermeia?
Mermeia, yes, or Mermeia. I'm going to call her Mermeia.
Okay.
Sure.
Now, Sandan says to Itchy,
I thought you might like this. One of those, it's a real, I don't know how to explain. It's a, wow.
And from that, Diane Carroll had the role listed as holographic wow on her website.
Oh, that's cute.
Outstanding.
Now, as a canon note, Mermeia was canon for a few years when her voice was heard in the 2008 video game Galaxies. And for a Life Day event, the proton chairs, the chairs that Itchy sits in, those were added into the game, and Mermeia's voice could be heard when a player's character sat on one of those chairs. You could hear her voice.
Interesting.
Okay, if this was a IRL game, what is that called? A VR game? Was it a VR game?
Oh, I hope it was.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah. So
that would have only been for like 4 years then, right?
So for 6 years. From 2008 to 2014, when Star Wars was rebooted.
Right.
So for 6 years, she was secretly canon.
Wow.
Mic drop. I'm gonna drop the mic. Where's the mic? It's right over here. I'm gonna drop this mic. Headset drop.
Yeah. Well, because that's the mic and everything nowadays. So yeah.
Yeah, very true.
Very true.
All right, Tom, what do you got?
Oh boy, I can better tie this to the real world than to the Star Wars world. But I do. I'll say this. I do like the things that. The cut scenes from Star Wars that got to make it into this. Vader walking with Chief Bast, even though they redid the audio on that. Best sideburns in Star Wars, by the way. Chief Bast, not Vader. Although Vader with sideburns would be amazing, and I'm going to go make that later. I did just give myself a really good... Let me write this down. And I love... There's a sequence that takes place on Mos Eisley just before the Cantina, where you've got a little person being chased by somebody on, these big legs, this like tall creature that you can't see. And he, runs through his legs and does a whole thing. That was originally for Star Wars and then wasn't used. So we just missed it.
There we go.
So here you go. So this is, unused footage. There's footage you did see in Star Wars. Oh, maybe it's a different take.
It's a longer take here.
Yeah, longer takes and like alternate takes, things like that. So this is Reicher Regard, something like that. I don't know his canon name. He was known as Flash Gordon Midget in the actual production, and all of John Molo's notes call him that. He was actually the real-life boyfriend of Gilda Cohen, who played Cabe for a few days. I believe the story is she got too claustrophobic in the mask, though, and Rusty Goff took over as Cabe at some point. Was it Rusty Goff? I think it is. Anyway, though, and the stilt walker here is a guy named Peter Barber, who we only figured out, relatively recently. Some production paperwork turned up that had the name Peter Barber on it, and we were trying to figure out what he could have been, and there was a movie that had him in it. I think it was called The Hellfire Club, and we didn't even know what he played in there, but eventually we figured out in that movie, he's on stilts, and he's a stilt walker in the movie. And we're like, oh, he's the stilt guy. And then just like a year or two ago, the stilt legs, the ones that look like chicken feet, which were built by the same guy who made the dewback, Fred Pearl, were used in Star Wars by Peter Barber as in one of the scenes where he was doing big legs walking around Mos Eisley. And those legs came up and were auctioned off in a prop auction by his son, I think. So it was a nice reinforcement that we got the right ID, because all of this stuff that we're doing, you're working from like little bits and pieces and you're putting things together. And a lot of times the puzzle pieces, sometimes they don't fit at all. Sometimes they fit so perfectly and you're like, okay, so we're going to call that a yes, but I never feel it's 100%, it's like, unless you've got someone who was there who can verify something. And even then, 40, 50 years later, these people aren't going to remember, do you remember some guy you worked with for one day and he was, a stilt walker? And like
around 12 o'clock noon on stage 8 at Elstree.
Like, no, you're not going to remember that. So anyway,
wow.
So there's tying it to the original films in a more direct way, maybe not as creative as yours.
Well, that's okay. So let's go through
this
Cantina
the
scene.
Cantina is full of fun stuff.
Aside from the maestro Stuart Freeborn and Rick Baker, you are the Cantina king there, Tom. So we'll run through the Cantina segment from the holiday special, and you point out your Tom Spina.
I'll do a lot of this. So wait, go back.
Yeah.
Okay,
right,
so
here we go.
Who do we see first? Let's see here.
So first we see the Cantina band member.
Okay, so pause for a second. That instrument he's playing
this is a Biff.
Was released in the new Cantina set that Hasbro put out, the HasLab set, for the first time ever.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So that instrument is in there, and here's what's neat. The instrument comes with a little thing on top of it. Looks like kind of like a little football shape. That is removable from what I understand. The thing on top of it is there because that instrument was reused in the background of the Ewok movies with added stuff on it. And it turned up in the archives. And about, I'm going to say maybe 6 years ago, Pablo Hidalgo and I were doing an event. It was at Google's X Labs. And we were doing a talk about the Cantina and stuff like that. And he got a message from the woman that heads up the archives saying, hey, do you know what this is? And he looked at it and goes, hey, look, they found a prop from and I'm expecting him to say Cantina because as soon as I see it, I recognize it. He goes, look, they found a prop from the Ewok movies. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
What in the Ewok movie was this used for?
Stand by. It is in the Ewok Adventure, and Chris Cassidy actually. I found a picture. I found the picture of some of the Cantina stuff he did. So it was Chris Cassidy that made the Cantina instruments for, or at least some of them for the original Cantina when they reshot it, and these instruments got reused in the holiday special. So anyway, that tall standing upright bass thing, it is in the original Star Wars, but it's in the back row with the percussionist, and you can barely see it. You can see it in a few behind the scenes photos, but not very well. Here in the holiday special, you get a nice, great shot of it right off the bat. So,
and this looks like almost like a bass reed instrument.
It
like
looks that way,
big.
but the way they play it is like someone playing like an upright bass.
Okay, got it.
Oh, yeah, because he's got one hand on the top and the other hand is like plucking like a bass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Oh,
So-
yeah, there we go. Very cool.
Here we have Greedo reused. If I'm not mistaken, that mask matches up to the same one that was used for the close-ups, which would make sense because that was sent here to do the reshoots. So it would have been stateside, or could have been at the time. The way you can tell the different Greedo masks apart, there were 4 Martians made for Star Wars. They called them Martians at the time. The bumps on the heads were all put on manually, so everyone has a different bump pattern. So if you get a good picture from a movie, you can, and I've got pictures of all the originals, and you can marry them up and figure out which was which.
Wow.
There's 3 of them in the Cantina. There's Greedo, and then there's 2 others, and then there's a 4th one that was the explosion dummy. So that's the 4th mask. It was a dummy head. So there's really only ever 3 that you see at once.
Okay, and the explosion dummy, that looked like it had like a very thin face.
I think it's just how the mask filled out versus having a human head inside.
Right, yeah. I'm sure it was just on like a big pole. Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
stand.
It's funny. It was on a rig with a 2x4 and a hinge so that it could do the slam down on the table. And there's shots of it where you can see this 2x4 sticking out of his butt that I guess they would have like released and let him down.
Oh my gosh. So Skywalkers, if you are just listening to this on audio, we recommend you watch the YouTube version, because what we're doing is we're looking at the Cantina scene from the holiday special, and as we go through, we're talking about it. So
this
really
is going to make a lot more sense.
Yes,
if you're watching.
Exactly.
The guy on the right side of the screen there is a hair mouse. That is one of the creatures that Stuart Freeborn's team made. They made 2 of them. They each had a little bit of... it's the same mask, but they modified one of them to look a little different from the other. They were called the Colonel, or Salomahal was one of them in the first movie. Hair Mouse was one of the crew names for them. They also have a kind of hippo-ish vibe to them. And to the left here, we might get a better look at him later, is a Rob Bottin mask that the crew guy's called Horntop. He has 1 horn on top of his head. But the best crew name in the world, they called him Don Rickles. So if you look at him, when you get a good shot of him, the mask really does look like an alien version of Don Rickles. So it's awesome.
Wow.
And this is the Bom Vinden character.
Yes, yeah. And that was something that Rob Bottin sculpted prior to Star Wars, and then brought it in to just use it in the pickup shots, and then brought it back for the holiday special.
Oh, nice. All right, so let's move on here. So there's... Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
The guy, the wolf character from a Skeleton Crew.
Yep,
Oh.
and originally in Star Wars, but edited out for the special editions. This is technically a Defil, quote unquote, in canon, rather than like a Wolfman or something like that. But it's Rick Baker made this prior to Star Wars for a Bob Burns Halloween special called "The Thing in the Attic." And it was based on The Exorcist. And when the girl starts rising in the bed, a demon comes in through the window, and it's a furry suit, which was the ape suit from the movie Schlock that he made with John Landis. And he's wearing this mask and a pair of hands that have claws on them that were made for the movie It's Alive, the baby demon in that. So this mask has grain of wheat red eye bulbs in it. Bob Burns still has this mask. We did some restoration on it for him years ago. Conservation, really. Just preserving it. And it's really cool. It has a very bat-like nose and big bat ears. People just assume it's the same as the brown Wolfman mask, but it's the same base mask, but Rick totally redid the nose, the mouth, those giant ears, everything. So he's wicked. I love this mask.
Okay, yeah,
Cool.
now that you mention it, the Wolfman character in Star Wars didn't have that ape-like nose.
Yeah, it's kind of the bat nose, that sort of
Yeah.
splayed kind of thing. And I'm sorry I don't have more details about these guys. I got to apologize.
Oh.
I really...
Yeah, we really thought you knew your
So
stuff.
many
Tom.
Yeah, no,
just do your best, okay?
That's like 2 shots in and we're already over time. All right, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
We got through 2 frames. Okay.
You're mentioning Bob Burns. He's like the big Hollywood collector.
Yeah.
Is he still
movie
with us?
Prop collector, historian, ape suit wearer. He played Tracy the gorilla on the old Ghostbusters live action TV show with Larry Storch back in the day, and Forrest Tucker. And really, really wonderful guy. Someone I've known for a couple of decades now, and just one of the greatest guys you'll ever meet, and just full of history and stories and knowledge and nobody like him.
And he's still with us. I thought
Yes.
he passed away.
No, his wife Kathy sadly passed away about 5 years ago.
Okay,
I don't even know if it's 5 years, but it's got to be 4 or 5 years now. But Bob is still with us. He just turned 90, and he's still going. He's luckily he still retains all the old stories, which is great.
Are all these props and costumes on display somewhere?
He had at his house. It was called Bob's Basement. It's not on public display, and I don't know if there's plans for that someday in the future. I know he's loaned some stuff out from time to time for display.
All right, so let's move on here. Here we go. Oh, okay, there's a
The whole
full
band
shot
playing.
of the Cantina
Good look at
band
Chris
members.
Cassidy's sort of a percussion instrument there. And now you've got a 5-member band, so 2 are missing from the original Cantina, but and the band leader, and actually, you know what? Let that play for 1 second. Let me just see here. What do we got? Oh, okay, yeah, no. I was just trying to figure out which instruments were missing. The band leader, you might see it better later, but he has different paint than the rest of them. They've repainted one of those masks. So the guy on the far right, his paint is actually darker and redder, and he has red eyes. He has green accents and things like that none of the other ones have. He actually had a mechanism inside to make these little lighted eyes inside move side to side, which I don't know that you ever see in the movie. I don't know if they ever did it. They also have something that's unique to the Cantina band in that they all have boots. In the original Cantina sequence, they have sneakers because you didn't see their shoes. So we were able to identify who was playing different instruments by the shoes. John Berg, in particular, had these knockoff Adidas. They only had 2 stripes. He couldn't afford the 3rd stripe because he was an effects guy, so he didn't have a lot of money. So he had these knockoff sneakers that you could spot, and we spotted them when he was playing The Given. We spotted them on one of the 2 Duros aliens, so we knew which one was him. And then we spotted it again in the band, and he's the one playing the thing called a band fill, which looks like a big, like an ocean buoy or something. Like it's this big, insane, heavy thing.
Awesome.
Okay, and now we're playing once again. Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah. So
what is this?
That is a mask that Rick Baker made. Well, Phil Tippett or Lane Liska modified it for Star Wars. He does show up in Star Wars. It's called an Abyssin in Star Wars. And what's interesting is in the old role-playing games, they would show this character and they drew a body for him. It was this massive, like, hulking body with huge trap muscles and shoulders and broad shoulders and everything. And then in the movie, he's played by, like, a woman who was very small. They had these, like, young women who were secretaries on the production or whatever come in to play a bunch of the aliens. Penny McCarthy, Gibraltar Merrill.
Maria...
Maria de Aragon played Greedo. Kim Falkenberg. It was Kim Nelson. Now it was Jim Nelson's daughter. She played a bunch of the aliens as well. For the holiday special, they added a few tufts of hair onto him, and they changed his eyeball out, but it's the same mask from Star Wars. And this mask started as a Ray Harryhausen Centaur Cyclops kind of character.
You can totally see that.
Yeah. And what they did was they split the lip and they added green paint and bumps on him and stuff like that. But it was something that Rick Baker had done to try and pitch to Phil Schneer to do Ray Harryhausen masks. And it never went anywhere, but they had the mold. So they made a copy and they turned it into this for Star Wars.
You know, what's odd is that they had such a limited budget on the holiday special. Why put money into redoing masks when you could just use the mask that you had in stock?
I think that that's just a maker thing. I think you get a guy who, they say, oh, we're going to send you all these masks. And they get them and they're like, well, the paint on that hippo looks bad. Give me that. Like, this guy would look cooler if he had some hair wisps on him, So, like, I think it's just people putting their mark on it, good or bad, and just...
Right, and they have pride in their work, so they want to make sure that these look good. And it's Star Wars, so they're going to want to make it look as good as possible.
And maybe there was a thought to making them different from the characters you saw in the other one to expand the universe a little more. I don't know that would be it, but it could be.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I think you're right. These the young guys, like, hey, we have some time.
Yeah.
Let's just redo all these masks.
Right, and they're like, love their job.
You've got to have built a day or two into your job, right? Like, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm working on this thing. I'm not just getting paid to be on set. I got a couple of prep days. Well, let's do some prep. Come on, boys.
Yeah.
Get the airbrushes. Let's go.
Yeah.
And it's going to be used as another resume piece for him.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. I just noticed he's like looking at his knife.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He's totally like,
don't mess with me.
And then there's a great wide angle lens of the Bat Demon guy after him. Yeah, he's doing his knife.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the Bat Demon eye. Yeah, you can see his ears a little
okay.
better.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, nice. All right, there's
And
the
the
band
Bat
again.
Demon is actually wearing a Jawa robe, by the way.
Oh.
That brown cloak he's wearing is a Jawa robe.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, the guy on the far left, he's like really into it. This is supposed to be like day one, take one.
Yes.
He's really into it.
Yeah.
Is his head collapsing there too? That
It looks
happened
like
on
his
those
head
masks.
is collapsing.
His head's got a big dent.
No.
Oh no!
Well, I think it's just that
it's
part
the
of the
edge of the arch. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, here's the
There's
mom bending
yeah.
character.
There's your.
Oh.
So go back to that pale guy after Don Rickles. So that's a slip rubber mask that Rick Baker made. It's called Future Man. There is an all black version of it with some subtle highlights that was done for Star Wars, cast out of the same mold, but it's a fresh mask that was made for Star Wars, and that became Jaws Purr, if you know that character. They called him Coalman on set, I think, or something like that.
It became Jaws Purr for Star Wars?
Yeah, so in Star Wars, it's basically this, but it's just all black and kind of glossy. And it's sitting next to a Cantina band guy and Muftak in one of the booths. And Kim Falkenberg played him. And in that movie, he's wearing a Planet of the Apes vest, which in this, the Don Rickles guy is wearing a Planet of the Apes vest and Planet of the Apes gloves. But this is...
Yeah, these are the Gorilla Soldier.
Yes, yeah, the Gorilla Soldier, exactly. And this is Rick's original version of it, which was flesh tone. And like I said, he made this in 73, 74. He called it Future Man.
Wow. Cool.
Wow.
Great cheekbones.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. And then we have
Oh,
that Brainiac?
Yes.
He's really cool
so good.
looking.
Yeah, it's a crime that Brainiac never got footage, really good screen time in the first Star Wars. They made him for that movie. It was a combination sculpt by Rick Baker and Rob Bottin, one of my favorites.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad they brought him back, this species back for the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So he was teaching the young clone cadets.
It's funny. Whenever they make new aliens for the newer Star Wars movies, I just sit there and go, there are so many Cantina monsters and Jabba's Palace monsters that were barely shown on film that you could bring in, make some new ones too, but like give us some of those finally, like put them in the spotlight. They're amazing. And this guy is one of them.
I think they have been doing that a lot with Rebels and
Well,
Clone Wars
with the TV show, well, certainly with the animated series, I mean, that's very Filoni too, to dig into that kind of thing. But, they've been doing it on Mandalorian and stuff like that as well. But like you look at Andor and it's just like all new aliens and things like that. And some of the sequel trilogy. And I'm like,
The Force Awakens too.
There's a lot of stuff we could be bringing in here too. I love the new stuff, but like, just give like the Given, who's one of my favorite aliens, like put one of those just front and center. Give him his due.
I think that was one of the biggest complaints about The Force Awakens, maybe by just me, that, and we went to Maz Kanata's castle, we have all new aliens, which were great, but I want to see some familiar faces.
Yeah, mix it 50-50,
Yes.
60-40 we'll take, but and use that 40% to showcase some of the ones that didn't get the spotlight before, so that it's not just, oh, there's another Duros, or whatever alien they're going to pick out,
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
So, there's
Muftak.
our buddy.
Yeah.
There's Muftak.
Love him.
Muftak.
Okay, now what is this thing hanging out of his mouth? Is that a cigar hanging out
No,
of his
that's
mouth?
No,
mouth.
that's
He's
his
got a little
mouth.
proboscis. It's
Yeah,
actually
it's
got
a
like a little
proboscis.
frowny mouth on the bottom of it too. It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause
that's part of him.
If people go to TomSpinaDesigns.com and search Muftak, we restored the original costume. I shampooed the original costume with Christine and Melissa at the shop. it was every bit as good as you think it would be.
if you're known for anything, Tom, Tom, I shampooed Muff-Tack Spina.
There you go. I'll take it.
For this one shot, it does look like he has like a little cigar in his mouth.
Yeah, no, that is his mouth.
In Star Wars, he's got this little thing. What is that? Like a little uvula?
So if you think of a hummingbird.
Yeah. Or like or an anteater or
anteater,
some kind of, it's a little proboscis. It's like it is his mouth.
Yeah. It's just elongated mouth.
Right. Okay. And they even brought these back for the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
in the first season.
Oh.
The tells.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Look what we got there.
Yeah, there you go.
It's Zutmore.
Snaggletooth whispering sweet nothings.
And his hair is way different. You're right, Tom.
Yeah, now he's got the monk's cut, the bald spot, which the one with that tighter brown hair did have the bald spot, but it's now straight hair and totally new paint, airbrushed up paint, and he's got these bumps and textures all over him now.
So this one is named Zutmore, whereas the one in Star Wars is Zutton.
Correct. Yes.
And we got one of these ourselves.
I love that. Oh, God. Is that Mortarheads did those?
Yes. Yeah. Mortarheads.
So good.
I got this a couple of years ago. They had the red version and the blue version.
Love it.
Uh-oh.
Gotta have the blue version.
Nice.
Now he doesn't have a bald spot though.
Yeah, well, he based it on the figure, so he's allowed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just love that thing so much.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're moving right along here. Oh, he's laughing. The more Cantina band members.
That one instrument now has an antenna. That's new for the holiday special. And then there you go. You got Walrus Man doing the funky chicken.
I've been trying to get a hold of Richard Wagner, who plays him, but
really?
to no avail. Yeah. No avail. I'm gonna keep on hounding him.
Yeah. You got
my calls and texts. Here we go. He's got some moves here. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This guy looks like the Pope, a bishop.
a lot of very like Renaissance and medieval sort of outfits in this.
This looks like a Q costume.
Yeah, it does. It does.
From the Next Generation.
I want to say, was it the Bermans that did the makeups for this? Like Rob and Tom and them. I can't. I wish I had this information at my fingertips. This is information I'm sure we can find at StarWarsHolidaySpecial.com that Scott Kirkwood runs.
Ooh.
If I find out this is Tom Berman, I'll be very upset because I used to talk to him like once a week when I did creature special effects.
Oh shit!
And had I known he did this, I never would have left him alone.
Yeah. Now we're gonna need to look that up.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's either the Bermans or I don't think it was the Westmores. I don't know. I'm uncertain, but there's a handful of makeups in this that are fresh makeups that were not, reused stuff from the Cantina. So this is one of them. Basic face paint, highlight and shadow, nothing fancy here.
And this is Torque. This is the bouncer.
Oh, okay.
Played by Mickey Morton, who also played Mala.
Oh,
nice.
Pardon my language.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that's him.
Yeah, and also played the other arms for Gurmanda.
Nice.
He is the bottom arms.
Aww.
That's excellent.
All right. Okay, he's looking around. Oh, well, this guy's going to town on that
They
instrument.
love that band.
Yeah. This guy, the guy in back of him, he got like this a xylophone.
That's the percussion set. Yeah. That's in the Cantina. It's in the back right of the band, and Rob Bottin is playing it in Star Wars. And here you get a better look at it. In Star Wars, there's a few extra pieces. They look like they're things either from like a catering set. There's some road boxes, like road cases, like you would use for film equipment, that kind of stuff. Whatever they had on hand, they just made it work.
Of course.
There's a high angle of the Cantina.
Yeah.
Get a couple
random chairs, a little Earthbound looking, really. Now, what's neat here is, if I remember right, they use the Tauntaun sound effect for his when he's getting thrown out. If I'm not mistaken, it's been a little while. Do you want to turn the audio up and see?
Turn the audio on.
Here we go. We'll go back.
It's not slowed down. It's pitched up, so it's a little higher pitched. Yeah. So they sped it up. And it's pitched up. If you slowed that down, it's a tauntaun.
Yeah, that's a tauntaun.
I can't unhear that now.
You're welcome. My job here is done.
So, trading some information.
And now this guy walks in. We don't know him. I don't think he's done anything before. He's probably nobody.
Yeah. Who's that? Tim Conway?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, he's the guy who walks around on his knees, right? Or he does a slow walk.
Yeah, Dorf.
Yeah.
Gorf. That
Mrs.
guy.
Ackmena. That was a Mrs. Higgins joke. Anyway. So there we go. Our first look at B. Arthur. Some fun stuff in the background. I love that they use the mirror trick to try and make it look like it's the full horseshoe of the bar, but they only made half of it for this. So all the stuff behind her is doubled up by a mirror.
Nice. And they're hiding the camera with those big, like, white cylinders.
Yeah.
Those plastic IG-88 heads.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so she's trying to push. Okay, here comes Harvey Korman with some dead roses.
That's right. Yeah, they're space flowers. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was a cool shot.
Yeah.
For this, it was a dolly shot as Harvey Korman's walking in. He goes over to the bar to meet Ackmena. It's a nice dolly shot.
Yeah, it's a nice move. They've got
to the bar.
The arch leading to the back. I'm trying to stuff like this for me. It's like you look in the background. Is that a blaster hanging on the wall up on the ceiling behind her?
Oh,
it looks like it. It looks like a blaster shape, unless that's some kind of.
If not blaster, why blaster shaped?
Yeah, that's true.
But could not be. These are, like I said, the puzzle pieces. Who knows? Could just be distressing or damage or something.
Yeah.
Ask AI. Is there a blaster? In
right. Yeah. Like no, but there's a tauntaun.
Can you imagine? Beast of Burden.
I always love seeing the Ackmena cosplayers at celebrations.
Yeah. Or the Gourmanda, right?
Yeah.
I love it. I think you've got like Walrus Man's foot up on the table in the background too. He's just like chilling back there.
Yeah, right behind that picture.
Okay.
Those plastic 70s pictures.
Not only does he have Harvey's got the head thing, but he's lost his nostrils. They did like a little subtle makeup there, a little nose flowing into the cheek thing, which is kind of neat.
Yeah. I never noticed that his head hole is kind of off.
It's off center a little bit.
Off center.
He's a normal, natural being. He doesn't have to be symmetrical for you. He doesn't subscribe to your beauty standards.
And you know what? I'm sorry for body shaming you. For
Thank
head
you.
Shaming
Yeah,
you, Krellman.
Don't head volcano shame the guy.
Wow, what a great shot of that.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Hammerhead.
Yeah.
I love this. He's using the mirror to get that
to
right.
Figure out where to pour his drink.
Hammerhead was repainted and a little bit more meat added behind his upper head stalk there and stuff for the holiday special. And he was actually, his whole right side, which is facing camera, was refinished because in the first movie, that was all torn open. And that's why you see him from the other side. And the behind the scenes photos, you can see John Berg is just holding that thing together for dear life as they're shooting. Like, please hold up, please hold up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, at this point, Kenner had already released their second wave of action figures, which included a lot of the Cantina creatures.
Wow.
So,
which you loved.
Which I loved. Yeah, so I know they had to have the Hammerhead in there because all the kids love the Hammerhead action.
Oh no,
figure.
Hammerhead's amazing.
Yeah.
She's
petting him like a dog.
That's what you do. You pet Hammerhead.
I love going into Duck on Dars in Galaxy's Edge and seeing
How great
Duck
is
on
that
Dar.
shop? Like you could just go in there and look up for hours, and you wouldn't see everything that's in there. We did a bunch of stuff that's in there actually.
Really?
Not a bunch, but we did. If you spot the Cantina instruments, or there's some. There's like the Rhodian horn from Return of the Jedi Special Edition. There's Droopy McCool's flute. There's one of our Regal Robot Mythosaur skulls is up on the wall.
Wow.
For both coasts?
Yes. Yeah. We made dupes of everything we sent so that they could be in both coasts. So next time you go in, look for the Cantina instruments. We did like 6 or 7 different instruments for them. And then gaffy stick parts, which I think they remade in wood, but based on our forms that we sent them and some other stuff. So yeah, fun.
Oh.
Wow, we'll have to look at that on the 14th.
We were there a couple of nights ago. They should really update this every once in a while to add some things from like Andor.
I don't know, man. You could look there for days, and you'd probably still never get through it all. They make a scavenger hunt checklist for people, and then you can freshen it up after that.
Yeah, and I'm sure someone on YouTube has already done it, but we were in there going, "Wait a minute, was that up there before? Or this element or that element?"
Cool. Yeah, it's amazing what they did in there.
Yeah, I love that.
Pet and Hammerhead.
Yeah.
And not so sure about her decision to do that there either. She's like, pet. All right.
Maybe, yeah. I forgot they don't like that.
Yeah. Very sensitive.
Yeah, it's like touching a reindeer's antlers. They don't like that. Okay, she's going over to Krellman, and he's got 6 fingers on each hand.
Oh, true. He killed my father.
Yeah, I was gonna say Princess Bride.
I get that now.
He did it first. Oh,
proud of you.
For anybody that likes Princess Bride, do look up Carrie Elway's book about it.
I've read that. It's amazing.
The audiobook is even better because he reads it, and he has a lot of the original people come back to read their parts. Oh, it's incredible. Just finished it actually myself. So.
Cool. Yeah, it's a great book.
There's a Gotal alien popping up behind him from time to time throughout the scene. The 2-coned kind of alien. He was redone for this as well. Stripped down, different fur, darker paint. Don't know why. It's a shame. The original paint on that was really cool.
Yeah.
And there's his 6 fingers. Well done.
Oh, boy. Krellman, that's not how you get a woman. Don't stalk her.
Yeah, she's not liking it too much.
No.
She likes aliens more, as we know with my backstory.
Yes. All right, he's still in stalker mode.
Hammerhead, Snaggletooth talking to one of the make-up aliens there. We'll see him again. Sort of, not a baboon looking. I don't know what I would call that. Almost a little Nikto looking, actually. He's got like no nose.
One with the hood. Oh,
my.
Krellman, come on.
Yeah.
Boundaries.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, you're in my safe spot.
Look, you seem like a nice guy, but get out from behind my bar, would you?
Yeah.
If were to see this, I'd be thrown out.
Yeah,
so please.
That's right.
But she can handle herself. She's a handmaiden.
That's right.
Very, very true.
She'll pull that blaster off the wall. That's one of those Naboo guns too.
Yeah, there you go.
It's funny. The handle of it actually does look like the Naboo guns now that I'm looking at it.
Oh.
I think we just built on your story.
Oh, there you go.
Very nice.
You think he's going to get better if you get him drunk? I don't know. I don't know about this plan.
Yeah, not a good plan.
I wish they'd aged up those pictures though.
They're a little fresh.
Right.
There's a brain guy in the hood there talking to a Duros alien. Is another one of the makeups. It's a green face painted guy with some appliances.
There's the Godel in the back.
The Bith's still playing.
And here's the Jedi hood.
I think I just saw the Bith's head moving around.
Yes. Yeah. Those band guys are like moving on this.
Yeah. And there's our Wookiee friends.
Yeah, they must have shot that all at one time just to get those guys swinging and dancing.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Okay, here comes the Tatooine shutdown.
Yeah, budget Grand Moff Tarkin. Timu Tarkin.
But you know what? There's your first version of StreamYard or Zoom or Skype.
Timu Tarkin.
Now she's telling the band they're going to be going. She's talking to the band leader who's got the darker makeup, the darker paint on his mask. Again,
he's all in shadow.
Yeah, you can't really see it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, look at the Bith hand. That's a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
We're sorry.
Yeah. All right, guys, call it a night.
There goes Torque.
Yeah,
he is large. Mickey Morn. The 2 Duros aliens.
They just walked into the shot.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I love those. Those heads are enormous. It's really hard to tell in these pictures, but they're like 18 inches tall almost or something. Like they're really, really huge. And all the action figures always do them with these tiny heads. And I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
In this, are they wearing those Planet of the Apes?
No.
Escape to the planet?
No, they've got something else on, but they do both have the proper hands this time. The first time around in Star Wars, one of them has human-sized hands. So that was John Berg's one, where he's wearing the Planet of the Apes spacesuit, which was reused in a whole bunch of movies, those spacesuits. But he's just got white gloves on and human hands. So a little continuity error.
Yeah, they're not drinking blue milk either.
No, the one on the right here is the mask that Phil Tippett wore in the movie. The one on the left is the one that John Berg wore in the first film. I don't know who's wearing them here, unfortunately.
How do you tell?
The eyes and the paints are slightly different, but the eyes are the giveaway. One of them has paler eyes than the other.
Okay.
Wow.
And the other are just more straight red.
And there's, what?
Yeah, there's a baboon man, I think they call him, or something.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great makeup.
Yeah.
That he must have had to come in at 5 a.m. for that.
That looks like there were old makeup kits. I forget the guy who was behind it all, but they were called The Face. And they had like a dog, a werewolf, a baboon, like all these different ones. And it looks very much like this. I believe they came out after this, though. But I remember in the mid-'80s, I had like the werewolf version. Or I had the dog version. I was trying to make a werewolf out of it.
You know what this looks like? It looks like the Grinch, the Whoville people.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, because it's a stretch with a little nose.
With the nose, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. All right, he's drinking a Diet Coke there.
That's
still
right.
Not blue.
Yeah, he's driving.
Oh. Here's a new angle behind the bar.
I think they didn't want to use Harvey Korman for the rest of it, so they're like, just put your head down and the hood up so they could shoot the rest of it without him.
All right, she spurned you, so it makes sense that your head is down.
And check out Walrus Man in the back, leg up, just chilling.
There he is.
Here's the funny thing with Walrus Man too. His jacket has short sleeves.
Oh.
Because it's the same jacket from Star Wars, and they had to cut one of the sleeves off. So for this, they were like, well, we can't put the sleeve back on. Let's just cut the other sleeve. And now we've got a short sleeve jacket because, I don't know, space. He's on a hot planet. He needed a short sleeve jacket.
That makes sense. See, look, you're still connecting the Cantina to
there you go.
The other bigger saga.
And I do like that he has the big flipper hands, the hoofs. Pablo had the best story about that. He did this on the fly because in the middle of the fight, he's got those hoof hands in Star Wars. And then at the end of the fight, he's got that like kind of werewolf hand on the floor. And that's because they shot a pickup shot with a werewolf hand that Rick Baker had. And Pablo said, what if the hoof hands are like mittens, like gloves? And like a hockey player, when he gets in the fight, he drops the gloves, and now it's like it's on. And if you look in Star Wars, the fly alien and the land speeder salesman all have those same big hoof hands. And it's like, well, what if they just all were wearing the same gloves and those aren't their hands? So there's a canon carryover. And here he's got his gloves back on. So that's why he's got the hoofs.
How funny.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Now, someone's throwing a glass at Ackmena. Whoa.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what?
See,
how
quick
dare you?
reflexes.
Yeah. How dare you?
Now she has to, she's going to tell him everybody. It's like, you remember, don't you? And
Hey, there's that Nick Toe type character.
Yeah. At some point, she comes up to someone and says, and you, I don't think I know you.
Oh, listen, do you remember the time that... I don't believe we've met.
I'm sure that was an improv.
Line read.
Oh, totally. Yeah, this is a great B. Arthur moment.
She's so great.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. Do me a solid here. And they're like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. We want to stay
We're
here.
still drinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glass is not empty yet. There's that Godel. That is a great mask.
Yeah,
it is.
Nice.
It's huge, too. Look how it's the size of her torso. But it's just a head.
Now, and I know all these creatures have different names because we did a panel once. We named all the creatures, but I don't remember.
Yeah. And Greedo's vest there is a velvet looking kind of thing, or suede or something, which is totally different than he wore in the first Star Wars, but similar to what he wore in the pickup shots, which was actually a long vest that went like down to Maria's knees, but they pinned it up. So yeah, it's a whole
thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tune in for more vest stories. You'll have a vested interest now.
Oh,
this is where she's short memory, Thorpe, or whatever his name was.
Yeah. Oh, those rats.
Here's a person she doesn't know.
Funny.
How'd you get in here?
Okay,
Oh, Deveronian.
Yeah.
Turn it around.
Which is a great Rick Baker mask. And the Terminal Man next to him, another Rick Baker mask. His take on Frankenstein.
Oh.
That's Greedo's blaster, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Okay. They had a close-up of that blaster.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a good look at the blaster. And that.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's Greedo's. Now I'm wondering though, that looks almost like it's got the flash hider from Han's blaster on it. Maybe that's not his blaster. Is that like a Luger with Han's blaster flash hider on it?
It doesn't look like a Luger, but it does have that muzzle that's all like Swiss cheesed.
Yeah. I'll have to ask. Chris Trevis and Chris Reif used to run the parts of StarWars.com. Now I think they've got a Facebook page or a Facebook group, but that is their specialty, is those kind of blasters and figuring out what was what.
Oh. And then the hand is that a Deveronian hand? Or
that would have been probably the same ones that this character, the Devil Guy, was also, it was a mask that Rick Baker made in 1973 to use just to sell as like a Halloween mask. It was used in the Bob Burns 1974 Halloween special with hands like that as another demon or aspect of that all. And then the Terminal Man was made around the same time, and that was his take on Frankenstein, this kind of veiny, gaunt, vascular-looking dude.
I love the fact that we don't see a split down the back of the Deveronian's mask.
Yeah, he does have one. They've got an extra bit of like scarf under there
neck,
hiding the fact, because the split ends just above that scarf.
Yeah, but
and they probably taped it.
Having one of those masks before, I know sometimes this split goes all the way up to the top of your skull. But this one here, he has that popped collar to hide it. But just right here, it looks great.
Yeah. It's amazing how good that mask looks in the first Star Wars too. When they do the close up and the eyes are moving, like you don't realize that's just literally a pullover rubber mask. That looks like a makeup or something in that, or someone's face.
And who's the woman inside that one?
Penny McCarthy.
Penny McCarthy, right?
Nice.
Oh. Stay open.
Oh, they're all upset.
Forget the Empire.
Bunch of people wearing Planet of the Apes gloves as well. Those gorilla gloves.
Yeah. Big leather gloves.
Yeah.
This is a very well shot scene.
That demon guy. It really is. There's some nice camera moves.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
A couple of booths in the back right there.
Wow.
She's imploring everyone, go home.
You don't really, I don't know if you see him in the final, but there is a big rat, literal, just like a big giant rat in the scene somewhere as well.
Yeah.
And that was in Food of the Gods?
Food of the Gods, yes.
Yeah.
The movie that scared the heck out of me as a kid.
And for whatever reason, there's one of those rats in one of the behind-the-scenes pictures of Rick Baker's team making their masks and stuff for the first Star Wars. So it's like a big table shot with all the masks on it and all the guys lined up. And in the background, there's one of those big rats. And I don't know, why it's there, but...
All right, so we'll cut it there because this goes into her song,
right?
Yeah, which is its own. That needs a whole episode on its own.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
maybe next year
we'll have you back.
Yeah,
sure. We can go over the whole song, and we'll go over the aliens again because you get a lot of really nice close-ups of the, especially of Ponda, Walrus Man, Baba.
Yeah. Ooh. One of my favorite things about the holiday special has always been that it is a closer look at so many of these aliens. We have to think back to a time where we didn't have the internet and we couldn't find pictures and images of all these things. And so in the 90s, I was sculpting all the aliens from the Cantina for myself. And, I would do anything for reference. And at some point, it was like you would take that holiday special and you'd put it in and pause it as a VHS and start sketching what you saw, to figure out details that maybe you couldn't figure out from stills from Star Wars or magazines or whatever few photos we had.
Oh, Starlog had that great cover.
Yes.
Of the Cantina cast.
Oh.
Yeah, of the holiday special Cantina
cast. Of the holiday
cast.
special
yes.
Cantina cast.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Every day just be staring at that. Staring at that.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
All right, now, as we wrap up there, Tom, tell us about some of the new entries in the Regal Robot catalog.
Oh, boy, there's so many. So we just finished our Space Slugs, which we had a scaled prop replica and a full-scale prop replica, full scale to the prop, not the slug. And if anybody missed out on that, there is a wait list. I think there's a couple left on the big slug, and there's a wait list for the small one. Tuesday of this week, which probably just passed, we released 2 new pieces in our Indiana Jones line that are really fun. We called it Tote Tuesday. We didn't actually call it that, but I'll pretend. And one of them is Tote's hanger, a prop replica of, like, it looks like he pulls the nunchucks out and he's going to, like, attack her.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, here, hang my coat, you know. Love that gag. Christopher Lee actually did the same gag in the movie 1941, but they cut it from the movie. And Spielberg said, I want to do this again someday. And such a great moment in the movie. So we got some never before seen pictures of the original prop, and we were able to scale off of that and make this like near perfect replica of it. I'm so excited. And they're like $129, fully licensed, beautiful box, all of this stuff. If they're still available by the time you are watching this, go to regalrobot.com, go to the Indiana Jones section, pick one up before they're gone. There's only 500 pieces being made. And then the other thing we did, we have a line called Regal Icons. And that is a mini bronze bust line. They're resin busts painted like real bronze. They've got patina and aging and weathering and stuff on them. They're classically sculpted. They're not just like an action figure sculpt made big or a mini bust. They look like actual classical bronzes with textures and tool marks and all of this stuff. And we led with Grand Moff Tarkin and Princess Leia in our Star Wars line. We then have a separate line called the Icons of Special Effects, and we made a Phil Tippett, licensed through Phil and his folks. And we actually have Christian at our shop. Christian Maggi's our 3D artist. He did an incredible job on this Phil Tippett. It's so good. I'm lucky to know Phil, and it's like, you know, like there's a difference of like knowing someone and seeing them in person and then seeing a rendition of them. Like you're like, yes, that's it. But yeah, and those are available on the site as well. But our first Indiana Jones icon is coming out, and it's Tote. And it's not just Tote like normal. It's Tote screaming. And when you turn the bust backwards, the backside, he's melted. So it's on one side, it's him screaming like normal. The other side, he's a skull, and the glasses are askew, and he's dripping and melting. And it's just super fun. And it's like, it's the us way to do this, right? You know, like we're not just going to give you a standard thing. But I really do like that Icons line because it has the Star Wars ones, especially like you could put that Leia and Tarkin on a shelf in your living room, anywhere in the house, in an office, on your desk, the Phil Tippett, just, you know, these things just feel, for lack of a better word, stealth geek, you know, like you can just kind of put it anywhere and people aren't going to really question what's going on the way it would if you had a bunch of alien sculptures out in your house or something. And now people like us think that's normal, but I mean, for regular folks.
Right.
How tall are they?
7 inches tall, and they're from about like, you know, here up.
Right.
And you can see them. Yeah,
Medium
folks
shot.
can go to regalrobot.com. They can follow us. We're at Regal Robot everywhere. And, you know, we have so much coming. We have a Walrus Man 1-to-1 bust coming up early in 2026. That is amazing. Scanned off the real mask in the archives. The most faithful rendition of him that's ever been done. And I've done them before a few times. We did them for Super Bowl commercials. We've done them for videos with Lucasfilm and stuff. This one is next level. It feels like the real thing when you see it in front of you. It's amazing. We have on Black Friday, we have 3 new Death Star tile magnets. So we did the surface of the trench, so all those different cool tech shapes. We did 5 of them earlier in the year. We have 3 new ones coming out. They're great. You can mix and match them. You put them behind your spaceship sets and play sets, or, you know, if you have models and things like that. And then we have this you'll like. We have a desk organizer, and it's a little kind of kidney-shaped section of desert with a hill. And coming up over the hill is the Krayt Dragon skeleton. There's a depression in the sand to put like paper clips in, and crashed into it is an escape pod, and you can put your pens and stuff inside the escape pod. So we announced that at Comic-Con. That comes out on Black Friday. It'll ship for Christmas.
Yeah, I'll need to level up. This is what I'm using for a pen holder right now.
Yeah, we have that. We also have a Space Slug desk organizer where you put your pens in the Space Slug mouth. So yeah, go to
that's cute.
regalrobot.com, check all this stuff out. The new stuff, those new ones I just mentioned, the crate and stuff, those are coming for Black Friday. So we'll be sharing more of those soon. Anybody who wants to stay up on this stuff, when you go to the site, just put your email in. We do an email newsletter. Not very often. Really, it's only when things are released. So if you want to be sure not to miss something cool, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, and you guys do limited runs, and it's really cool.
Yeah, a lot of stuff does sell fast because they are small runs and things. If I can plug the Regal Facebook group, the Uniquely Regal Robot Facebook group, it's some of the most fun people you will ever encounter. Our collectors, our fans, they're demented in the best possible way. I mean that as a compliment. They are obsessed the way we are. They're passionate the way we are. They dig into the background of photos the way we do, and I love every minute of it. That group is so fun.
Like-minded fans really find like-minded fans, and that's what's so great.
Our people.
Exactly. So, Tom, is there a way that our Skywalkers can keep in touch with you or find you on social media?
The best way to get me is in that Regal fan group. I'm basically maxed out on Facebook now, so I can't take people in, but they can follow. So go to the Uniquely Regal Robot Facebook group, and then they can follow at Regal Robot or at Tom Spina Designs. And here's the thing. I don't post much as me, but all the cool stuff we do is always at either Tom Spina Designs or Regal Robot. So that's where you're going to see it anyway. And I am very active in the Uniquely fan group. I'm in there every day interacting with everybody. Rob and I from the shop are constantly answering questions, joking back and forth with folks. So that's the best way to get me.
Perfect.
Fantastic. All right. Now, if Ackmena were to close out this segment...
Yes.
Or Krellman.
Yeah, what would they say?
He would say, it's good night, but not goodbye.
Good night, but not goodbye.
Shout-outs, Skywalker shout-outs. Which Skywalkers get props from here in Neverland? Who was tweeted out? Shout-out. Who was photobombed? Shout-out. Who was shared a post?
Skywalkers, every month we shout out the Skywalking Force because you are the ones that make this all happen.
Make it possible. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Couldn't have done it without you. You are the lifeblood of the Skywalking Network.
The lifeblood for Life Day.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, so many thanks to Anthony Kakias,
Benjamin Avachuko,
Blessed Cheesemaker,
Bryn McKinnon,
Kat Luva 97,
Chickafint,
Christopher Marino,
Courtney Turkel,
Dale Erdman,
Dave Kerwin,
Don Glover,
DynastyBook.net,
Glenn Stein,
Gole Rob,
Jeff Caffrey,
Jeremy and Heather Hunt,
Joey Pittman,
John Liang,
John Zoncanaro,
Julie Caruana,
Julie and James Gildersleeve,
Justin Smith,
Cato Toby Ryder,
Kelly Turkel,
Kristen Carr,
Laura Bryce,
Leanne Nelson,
Michael Corbett,
Michael Nip,
Mike Ward,
Nancy Steinman,
Patty Hammond,
Patty Nazarian,
Peter and Norma Heitman,
Reynold Gobey,
Sasha Barrios,
Scott Carmichael,
Scott Hume,
Taryn Bench,
Wesley Meekholmes,
William Megalio,
and let's say it together, Win Patterson.
Yay!
Thank you to one and to all for becoming such a valued member of the Skywalking Network.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
That wraps up episode 536 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank Tom Spina for coming on the show and sharing all of his fun facts, and Lucasfilm for the gift that is the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Now be sure to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on socials at Skywalking Pod. You can also join our weekly live streams on Mondays at 6 p.m. for trivia, stories, and things you want to share.
Now, you can get autographed copies of Today in Star Wars History Part 1 and 2 and Skywalking Through My Fandom at skywalkingthrough neverland.com/book.
That's right. Now, Skywalkers, do you want to support the show? You can also join the Skywalking Force on Patreon for early access and bonus episodes, including the full John Williams Hollywood Bowl concert. And we are just 6 away from 50 Skywalking Force members. And we want to give a huge, huge shout out and a big thanks to those of you already on board.
And speaking of thanks, let's give another big thanks to our sponsor, Small World Vacations, for their continued support. Thinking of a trip to a Disney park, a Universal park? Well, their service is free and they can help get you there. So visit smallworldvacations.com for a no obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
Now, Skywalker's Spirit Jersey. Again, they now have their own Star Wars and Disney licensed clothing that you can buy outside the parks. You can buy online, so you can head to spiritjersey.com and get free shipping with code SKYWLKNVD. This code is in our show notes. And we are part of the Skywalking Network,
Skynet,
which is home to more great shows like Talking Apes, Star Warsologies, and more.
Now, stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it into the show. And
always remember to celebrate a day of peace, a day of harmony, and Neverland on Alderaan.
Or Kashyyyk, because the Empire's there. Run. Don't go to Ackmena's. Get out.
Go.
Long live Lumpy.
All right, I'm going to hit record on this, and I'm going to need you to do your holiday special clappy claps.
Okay. There was the holiday special clappy claps. Those aren't the regular clappy claps. Those were the holiday special. Coming to you from the Life Day Studios.
Ooh, that's right. Yeah, where Chewie has a red robe. Look at that.
That looks awesome.
He's so cute.
Well, that was the whole thing. We wanted you to connect Tom Spina with Ackmena.
And they both rhyme with Cantina.
Yeah.
Maybe on the Halcyon.
Oh, well.
Oh.
You stole my thunder here. All right, so.
Yeah, do you know Chris Cassidy? He was in the effects department in Star Wars. He's been doing conventions where he's showing his own behind the scenes photos.
Didn't he work on the Cantina band instruments? If I'm not mistaken.
You know what? I don't know. He did a lot of Death Star stuff, and he did some of recreating suits for public appearances.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I saw him at a LostCon convention not too long ago, and he's like I've never seen these pictures, and there's him with the Chewbacca head on, and the land speeder. It's like, oh my good, and they're like crystal clear photos too.
Wow,
isn't that great? Yeah. And it's the sort of thing. If I'm not mistaken, I'm like 90% sure in the back of my mind that he built for. So when they shot the Cantina, they shot it first in England, then they reshot it in the U.S. They didn't reshoot it, but they just added some stuff. And the band was one of the things they added. And if I remember right, he had posted a couple of photos of his own of like a table with a bunch of parts that were to become the percussion set for the band that the guy in the back is banging on, which I think we figured out was Rob Bottin playing the percussion in the back. So.
What was his name?
Rob Bottin. So he's a special effects makeup artist. Total Recall, The Thing. Star Wars obviously worked on. The Howling.
Yeah, when I was doing creature special effects, he would come into our creature effects shop a couple of times.
Yeah, just absolutely top level. He was Rick Baker's apprentice at the time. He was like 16 when they did Star Wars.
She said, water, go to water, get it, water, get it, water, get it.
Hey, look at those names to the left. They are part of the Skywalking Force, our Patreon.
Become a producer yourself and check out all the Disney Plus themed bonus content available depending on the level you subscribe.
Become a member of the elite Skywalking Force at skywalkingforce.com.